What's up, y'all? I'm Robert Creates,
How you doing? I'm Bags.
and we're here with our guest. This is
Levi with Real Estate Electric.
awesome with Real Estate Electric. So, before we get started, we got a couple questions that we're going to ask Levi with Real Estate Electric, but, we want to dive into the weeds and get to know him a little bit. So, tell us about yourself, Levi.
Levi, I've been an electrician for 30 years. I started out in high school and it just worked its way into a lifelong career. And I found a passion for it and decided I wanted to open up a business doing electrical services and provide a different type of service and an experience for my customers.
That's good. That's dope. That's how it should be. I feel like, especially with 2024, like if you're not providing experience, like throughout the website, you know what I mean? Throughout what? Pictures and photos and stuff.
Walking through it, step by step.
Yeah, literally. I mean, and especially if you leave them hanging. Imagine leaving somebody hanging on a job. They ask you like, so how do you do this? And you just like, well, I don't know. We just send an electrician in and he just knocks it out. You know what I mean? They're like, they need a process. So It's funny you say that. But yeah, let's get into this. This is awesome. I think this is dope.
Before we get going, I want to know, what do you think about Teslas? And since you got to upgrade people's houses with it and like the charging and stuff like that, like, let's talk about that.
Well, I think Tesla cars are pretty neat. Being electricians, right? Direct drive motor is instant power. I happen to be a little bit of a motorhead too, so I really like cars. And then the idea of an electrical car, they go faster than 90% of motorized cars out there. So they're very intriguing and fun to think about as far as in that aspect. And, I wouldn't put it as my daily driver, but I would definitely want one to play with.
Especially right now, they're talking about how bad the charging is, right? With the spacing in between or something like that. Yeah. Well, so is there anything that you have to deal with like daily or like monthly with these Teslas or like something with the charging? I know the houses.
No, the biggest thing that I see is that people they don't want to have to stop at a station to charge. They want to do it at their homes. And most portable chargers that they have work on regular house voltage, which takes twice or quadruple the time to charge your vehicle as if you had a higher level charger, which you go from a 6-hour charge to a possible 2-hour charge.
That's why my friend upgraded. Okay, I get it now. Because literally he just bought a Tesla and like he loves it. Like he just raves about it. But obviously he had to get something put in. You know what I mean? So,
get a Tesla.
Yeah. It's more money.
Or any EV car.
True.
It's not just Tesla.
Right, China's breaking through the field too. You're right.
I mean, there's not, as far as I know, most brands have some type of EV or a hybrid EV of some sort.
Absolutely. So, yeah, that's dope. So we already touched a little bit about Real Estate Electric, but let's dive into it all the way. Tell us more about your company and what you do that's a little bit different.
Well, we're a little different than most electrical companies. We don't do a bunch of bid work. Not that we don't do it, but we do mainly service. We're a problem-solving company. When you have a problem with your electrical, we come in and solve it.
Right. And this is local, right?
This is local.
Okay.
We provide all over Hampton roads, mostly Chesapeake, Norfolk, and Virginia Beach, but we serve all surrounding areas, but those are our main cities that we concentrate on.
All right. I like that. I mean, so I get as a main city. Do you sometimes like cut discounts at all? Like, do you do any seasonal?
Absolutely. We provide discounts for all our service members because, without the military, I, as a business owner, don't have the freedoms and the opportunities without our sisters and our brothers in the military armed forces serving and protecting us and sacrificing for us to provide all of us with our freedoms to have a podcast or even to be the opportunity to be a small business owner.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, especially what's going on right now.
And unfortunately, I think they're a little underappreciated, and they're the highest in my book.
Wow. Yo, that's great to hear. So,
and being a military brat.
That's all I was to say. Sounds like you're a military brat.
Yep, my grandfather and my father both served and did 20 years and retired in the military.
Whoa.
So
awesome. They were tough on me.
They taught me some of the best things that I could learn from in my life came from their military background, as far as just discipline, concentration, and being focused, and not just think about yourself, but think about the team, the unit, and the effort that it takes with everybody. Just like one of us could do a podcast, but it makes it best when it's the group, and
absolutely
the people together to do it.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely.
It's huge. Yeah. Because I mean, like on my camera, if I'm not in focus, everyone's the whole thing.
Oh, absolutely.
So focus is so huge. Like even our lives, like we got whatever we're focused on. So that's what we're gonna get.
Right.
Absolutely.
Right. We have to dial in. Yeah. That's amazing. You say that. That's amazing. You say that.
But yes, absolutely, we get discounts on all our military services. We quite often get discounts on first-time customers, and we also do senior citizen discounts.
Yeah. Excellent. Look, that's good. So, I mean, what would you consider doing? You know, special discounts for maybe our audience or something like that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, we'll talk about that later. Don't even. We're gonna stop there. We're gonna do a part 2, and that's when we're gonna squeeze out discounts. You know, because you know how we do on Shock Media. We're gonna make sure we don't just talk to the business owners. We're gonna get something out of it. We got
I need
you.
some electrical right now.
Look, you see my house. Ashley, check this out. I have some outlet that's trash at my house. Would you be willing to help me out? We'll do a video. We can.
Absolutely, I'll give you a 10% discount. No, so mention code L5.
Hey, man. All right, we're gonna do that right now. All right, so since we're changing the pace a little bit, tell us something crazy that you've seen when you've gone to people's houses. I know people are personal, and I know you've seen something crazy.
I think the craziest, I don't know one specific, there's just so many out of a 30-year career that just the craziest things is how dangerous people can be with electricity, how not cautious they are, and how vital that it is and how dangerous it can be. It's the one thing you can't smell, you can't taste, you can't see it. And people think and play with it like it's nothing.
Right.
It can be the start of something or it can be the end of something. And my theory on things, and it's not a scare tactic, I think it's more of a reality check. Electricity works in just a few ways. It works, it burns, it kills, or it does all three. It works for a little bit, burns something, it could kill somebody. Right. It is volatile, but it can be harnessing, and it can be safe, and it can be to where it can easily be managed. There's rules, just like with anything, and laws and everything. They have to be followed. If you start cutting corners, then you cause problems. And electrical is not something that I would ever suggest that a homeowner does for themselves. Because it takes formal training. It took 4 years minimum just to be able to be a journeyman electrician. So it's not something that you can just go and play with and learn something.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not to saying you can't.
Oh, there's a lot of YouTube stars. There's a lot of YouTube stars. So, please, guys, take note of that. Don't
always seek professional help when it comes to electrical work.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, especially
what not to do that quick.
Yeah, and
you did.
It'll let you know because it goes bang, bang, or boom, or a big flash, then the bing, bang, and boom.
Man, you got no time to react.
No, you don't.
That's crazy.
You ever want to scare yourself, go on YouTube and look up arc flash. You'll respect electricity in a whole nother way.
Now, what is that?
Arc flash is where electricity jumps or it causes a short circuit or a ground fault and makes a big spark and a big explosion. And it's sometimes the temperature amount that comes off the minimum temperature reading is usually anywhere from 1200 to 1500 starting degrees as the flash or arc. Think of a lightning bolt that's right there in your face, right? In an electrical pen or a piece of electrical equipment that's shorted out or ground faulted. That is like I wouldn't say exactly like a lightning bolt, but like a miniature lightning bolt. How that explodes and destroys and disintegrates.
Jeez.
So, and that's usually in a commercial application, not residential. Okay. But big industrial commercial applications. But I've seen some pretty amazing electrical damage in homes. And most of the time that the electrical hazards are there is because it was amateur hour and some homeowner or some handyman thought they had formal training and they did.
I'm just saying, like in the area that we're in, you know, real estate, people trying to flip houses and stuff, like, do you like run into problems where people just trying to like quick fix it, like you have some crazy stuff like hung up?
I would say most. I'd say a good portion of our calls in the last 10 years of HG Flip This House episode that everybody thinks they're an electrician because they looked on YouTube and learned how to do something.
Yeah, everybody's a photographer now too, right?
A lot of people don't realize.
It's the AI,
or even the flippers, or even the handyman that, you know. Most things, unless you're doing a direct replacement of just taking the same light fixture down and putting one up or taking out a receptacle and repairing it, anything beyond that, this is what the rule of thumb is. If you extend it, modify it, or alter it beyond its original origin, beyond 2 foot or more, you need a permit and you need an inspection. Okay, that's in all jurisdictions, at least here in Virginia.
So extend it, modify it, and alter it. Did I get that right?
2 foot of the original point of its source, it has to have a permit and an inspection in all jurisdictions in the state of Virginia.
Wow, man, that's good.
Yeah, that is.
And only electrician can pull a permit other than the homeowner, but I advise again the homeowner to seek a professional and electrical help.
I know I am, especially after hearing this.
I don't even want to spend the time, doing that stuff. I got other stuff I got to do.
I mean, it's crazy because like we're in a culture where like we're streaming ourselves for our company. So imagine how many other companies and creators starting to stream and start to set up these crazy grids. Like I know the amount of power I use is ridiculous, and trying to funnel those wires and everything, I'm gonna definitely probably have to take like some proper precaution, right? But
Sure.
You don't want to overload the circuit. Fortunately, enough computers and LED lighting don't consume even a fraction of what the old stuff does. So it's not as concerning as it used to be. Your computer only pulls a fraction of an amp. The average household circuit holds a 15 amp or a 20 amp circuit. So you have plenty of room there. So you could literally probably pile up 10 laptops and you're not even scratching the 80% mark.
Okay. So a lot of I actually in a community where we're people are learning how to build the perfect stream setups and stuff like that, and that's a lot of worry is what's the overload, what's the percentage on each outlet and how much you can take.
Well, the rule of thumb that we always do is say if it's a 20 amp circuit, we only want to use about 80% of that circuit. Or if it's a 15 amp circuit, we only want to use 80% of that. That's the rule of thumb. It's not a written in stone, but that's the standard or the industry standard, and that gives us a little room to grow or modify when you plug different things in. But it's mainly to give us a little bit of a cushion so we don't overload the circuit.
Dope. Man, now I'm gonna be able to run that back every time I need to know. That's perfect. That's perfect.
Clip it out, put it on YouTube.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I'm hoping to make a couple of shorts off this.
Yeah, absolutely. That's our special.
AI, it's huge right now.
I'm hoping that ShockMP is going to be able to chop up a little bit of this YouTube.
Look, he done came to the right spot.
This YouTube podcast and chop it up for some YouTube shorts.
Absolutely.
We specialize in AI and like all that cool stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's making its way in every industry talking about AI. So, speaking of that, have you seen it used in your industry yet? Or?
I can't say I've personally seen it in the industry that I'm in. As far as that goes, but I've been able to experience what some of that AI stuff is what it can do for our industry.
Right.
I had Mr. Robert here show me recently that how ChatGPT works. GPT.
All good. He's still learning, but
It worked. And how simple it was that we were able to sit there, type in or verbally communicate with the computer, say, hey, write me up a blog for an electrical outlet install.
Communicated, right? Yeah.
And within seconds, it spit off what would have took me hours to do or even configure, even with 30 years of experience, to be able to fine-tune that verbiage in a easier way to digest it, and it's more user-friendly and more easily for the general public to understand.
Just freaking boss. Pretty much is just a boss assistant.
I was amazed.
You were hype.
Yeah, I was. I can only see where AI can take any industry to the next level. And it can do things that people would take days, weeks, or months to do. It does in seconds.
Wow. It's amazing that you understand this when you just got into the field of AI and started to dive into it and use it for yourself. Not saying that you weren't aware of it, but just to start to really peel it back.
Yes, it's not understanding how many applications or diversity that AI can be, from writing blogs to doing videos to, you actually showed me a little bit of video or picture editing.
Absolutely.
And I was floored by that. I went from looking like an app to electrician to I had a space mobile as my van in the background.
Yeah.
And we did all this by just playing around on the computer and typing in things, and it was generating things that would have took us forever to try to design or edit or Photoshop it.
And that's
this
the
thing
point.
was done in seconds.
That's the point right there.
Of a button, you can select the mask. It would give you tattoos and stuff too.
Yeah, it did. And to be honest with you, I'm Generation X, so I didn't grow up on computers. I grew up on a cassette tape. It went into a cassette player, and it played noises through the computer. We didn't even have internet. We didn't have any of that stuff. So this stuff is so amazing to me in my
You had to unwind the tape, like when
you used to stick a pencil in and unwind it when the tape came out. Absolutely.
Yo.
I'm not old enough to have 8 tracks, but we did have cassette discs. And I remember the transition from cassettes to CDs.
Right.
And that was a big time for me. And I'll be honest with you, it took me a
huge.
long time to accept a CD.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Cassette tapes.
Walkman was killing. It went from cassette and
Walkman was the
CD.
strong
man.
Yo,
I remember going on repeat on my Walkman, just and then if you do it too much, you get to skip in the track, and you're like, oh no. Yeah, yo, that's amazing. So it's kind of awesome that you understand how AI is transforming every industry. And
Absolutely.
that's kind of why we're doing what we're doing. You know, we want to not just talk to business owners and introduce them to new things online. We're just trying to get them thinking about AI, and that eventually it's coming to you. Eventually, you're going to possibly use it.
you gotta
If
add
not,
it to your bag.
right, or you're going to get left behind.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Gonna speed right
It's just
by.
the simple way I would break it down for myself as an electrician talking to another person in the construction or electrical industry. It's just another tool we can have in our toolbox
Yeah.
to make everything easier, faster,
There you
more
go.
productive. And this way, we don't even have to pull it out of our tool bag. We just speak it and it does it.
Right. So make sure you're using AI. Please make sure you're using AI, because if you can tell from our local electrician in Virginia Beach, he knows the game, and he's already going to start using it, start making his vlogs better, and I'm assuming start posting a little bit on social media, maybe having us do it, right?
Absolutely.
I like that.
Just gonna enhance it, just like if you enhance use.
Yeah.
We're
That's
enhancing.
perfect. Yeah, so let's wrap this up and let's cover your goals. Coming into the next 10 years, now that we've covered AI, where do you think your business may start to fold or may start to advance? What do you see AI maybe fitting in?
Well, the AI is definitely going to, I don't think there's any question that AI is going to be the main point in advertising and marketing of my business. And I think it's what's going to, I believe, just like I've been in business long enough that I went from the newspaper to the yellow book, to where the yellow book was irrelevant, to going online, getting a website, to now we're going from just regular standard advertising or websites to doing AI.
Absolutely.
Which would take months to do, is done in seconds.
Wow, in seconds.
And as far as future goals for Real Estate Electric, we just want to grow. We want to bring a better brand name and recognition to ourselves. And we don't want to just provide a service for the general public or the community or our customers. We want to provide an experience. We want, when we leave your house, we don't want to know how good a job we did, but we want to know how good we made you feel.
Yeah.
People don't remember what you did. They remember how you make you feel. And we want to make all our customers feel appreciated. We definitely can't do it without them.
Yeah, 'cause I mean, like, as a customer, I don't just feel it, you know? I'm gonna talk about it. I'm gonna talk about what I feel. I'm not gonna talk about what I remember. Like, and what they remember is what you make me feel, right?
Yeah.
I don't know all the details,
Yep.
but I know, like, how many
He made me feel comfortable. He made me feel secure. I felt confident with what he was doing. That's just
I put
that's
my trust into it.
exactly. And electricians
everything.
are like mechanics or any other
Yeah,
trades.
trust.
They're hard. It's hard to find a good one, and when you do find a good one, keep them.
Right.
And our main goal for any of our customers is to be your lifetime electrician.
Wow.
Lifetime,
Yeah.
long term, man.
And we want to have all of your family members, church members, colleagues, anybody that mentions a light bulb or anything to do with electricity, the first thing that comes to their mind is Real Estate Electric.
Well, that's perfect. Well, you guys make sure you go to realestateelectric.com, and you can find Levi there and his team. You know, they're going to make sure that you are handled correctly and you get the experience and the trust you deserve, right? Because that's what it's about. It's about trust.
Yep.
And, you know, when we go online, I know being an SEO guy, like, trust is everything behind the scenes online. Most people don't know that, but building that website and propelling it with trust gives you the best value. So
That's exactly. And video has the most trust.
there you go.
All
Video is the best
Video is
source
the
of
most
verification.
The quickest and the most trusting medium out there. So use it.
There you
Why
go.
don't you use it? You should be using video.
Well, we definitely gonna hook Levi over the video. I know that's right. So on that note,
Absolutely.
yeah,
Just on a side
shot
note,
kick on us, right?
Shot
Shot kick on us, right?
That's right.
We're gonna get
check
more.
out our video on Real Estate Electric.
Actually, yeah, we already did one.
I feel it's-
We already did a video. So if you're checking this out on YouTube or anywhere on podcast, make sure you go to our Instagram, right? You know,
Instagram.
what's our Instagram? ShockMP.
Yep,
right?
ShockMP.
They can find us at ShockMP. Go to ShockMP. Look at Levi for Real Estate Electric. You'll see it there. Click that video, watch it, turn it to the side because it's 4K, and we got you.
Yeah, it tells you anything about the grid too. Put a little special name for y'all.
Hopefully. All right. That's
Hit
a
that
wrap.
like button.
Yeah, I like that. See, he knows the deal. Look,
Subscribe and hit that like button.
are you sure? Yeah, he's Gen Z already. He got them Gen Z tricks. I love it. Hit that like button. All right, Levi.
Self-interest,